Feel me? MFP Marcus. You know what I mean? MFP Marcus trading. Feel me? Yeah, bro, it's Monday. I didn't catch any trades today, right? But I'm still do a little recap, feel me, of the setups that I was looking for, right? That I was not able to catch because price didn't give me what I wanted, right? Obviously, if price doesn't give you what you want, then you just don't trade, right? So that's why I didn't trade today. I mean, like I said, Nas is at an all-time high, right? But like I said, I'm a liquidity-based trader, right? So all of these are my liquidity, my time-based liquidity areas that I'm looking to get swept, you know. So yeah, bro, I start on a higher time frame, start from a 4 hour, right? Look for a key area, whether that be a fair value gap, order block, or anything of the sort, right? So on this 4 hour, there is a fair value gap that you can see. But when I hopped on the chart at 8:30 a.m. this morning, this long candle that I'm on right now hadn't finished for me yet. So this fair value gap wasn't fully finished, right? So I wasn't thinking I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm not using it, right? Then from there, I want to drop down to my 1 hour. From my 1 hour, I don't really see much, right? Besides the one fair value gap that's already been mitigated. So I'm not looking to use that one, right? Then I want to move up to my 2 hour. From my 2 hour, I do see a few fair value gaps that were finished that I would like to use, right? So mark those out. My first fair value gap all the way at the bottom, right? Label that my 2 hour fair value gap. Then right above that one is another 2 hour fair value gap that I would like to see price come tap into, either or, whichever one price confirms to me is the one I would like to use, right? So yeah, I see this first fair value gap, then I see this other one, right? So I'll mark this one out as well as another key area that I'm looking for price to tap into that I can trade from, right? Mark that one out, label that one as well, right? Then from there, I just move up to my 3 hour, so I'm trying to see what I can find. On the 3 hour, I just see the same fair value gap, right? That same 2 hour fair value gap, right? Then I also use the M15 sometimes to as a place where I can frame another trade from, another time frame to look for key areas, right? From here, I'm just looking to if possible, I would like to find the fair value gap that's in discount before I buy, right? So I'm put my fibs on the chart, see if I can see anything, right, from swing low to swing high, you know. So again, that's all I'm doing at the moment. It's just moving fibs from swing low to swing high, looking for a trade, right? But I'm not seeing a swing high where prices come back down into discount, right? So I'm just gonna leave the M15 alone for now, you know, and get rid of my fibs, right? Then from there, all I want to do is just move down to my M5 and start waiting for price to come tap into my key areas, right? So like I said, again, I have my time-based liquidity areas marked out. I have my fair value gaps marked out. I want to see the price come tap into these, displace through a high, and that will be my entry, right? Obviously, price hasn't done that, right? But another thing I was looking for was obviously, as you see, price swept the previous day high, right? And because price swept the previous day high, I can begin to look for sales, right? But what price doesn't do is come back down and displace through that low, right? But in the event that it did come back down and displace through that swing low, right, I could have had a sale possibly. The only issue would have been price is me selling from a bullish fair value gap, right? But if price displaced, right, then I probably that would have been confirmation to me that price probably wanted to sell, right? But if it just came down tapped into these fair value gaps without displacing through that low, right, then I would have probably that probably would have been confirmation that price wants to continue to buy, right? It all depends on where price displaces from, what it's tapping into and moving from, right? So I was just waiting for price to come back down, tap into these fair value gaps, you feel me, or displace through this low, possibly give me a sell, right? Again, it didn't do any of that, right? Price just kept zooming up and up and up, right? I know some people probably could have caught this. Again, my strategy is based on using key areas and liquidity and whatever the case may be. I didn't get any of that. Price just continued to go upwards, which I'm fine with, right? So again, I didn't force anything. I didn't take my trade or anything like that, right? So yeah, I just left this one alone, you know. But something that I used to do, right? I used to just drop down to the 1 minute, and I used to just look for basic market structure, right, where price creates higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, and things of that nature, right? And I used to just wait for price to displace through a high, and then when price forms that fair value gap, wait for price to come back down, tap into that fair value gap, right, and then take my trade. You know what I'm saying? So you could have done that, right? I don't know how well it would have worked out for you, right? I stopped doing it just because it wasn't as efficient as what I do now, right? So yeah, you could have done that. Could have just dropped down to 1 minute. I know some traders do that kind of thing. Really, you feel me? Not really my thing, right? So I just leave it alone personally, and I just yeah, bro. I just look for key areas of liquidity, you know, for me to frame a trade, right? And like I said, price didn't come back down, tap into my key areas, right? But it still went up, which is what price will do sometimes, you know. So like I said, I didn't take a trade today, but had price came down, tap into my areas, I would have been in this trade and I would have got this nice, beautiful buy. You feel me? But yeah, bro, that's it for me. Until I come back tomorrow.